guys, it's Kim here. Welcome back to my vlog channel and welcome to the first day of Vlogmas for 2024. Yes, I'm going to try and do it this year. So I've been doing Vlogmas for like almost 10 years in a row. And some, most years I do complete successfully, but some years I do fail. Let's hope this year is going to be a success because I really want to try and use this as an opportunity to catch up on all my videos that I have not uploaded, and also just a chance to try and connect better with you guys, because I do realize over the last couple of years since COVID I've been very inconsistent on my channel. And yeah, I just want to talk about that, why that happened, and then just try and open up a little bit more to you guys, because I have been very closed off over the last few years. So where shall we start? Okay, so maybe let's start with, this year and what has been going on. What did I do? A recap. So, okay, this year, I feel like I haven't really done much, but okay, it started off fine. And then, okay, a lot of unexpected things happened. So, my plan for this year was to try and be consistent again on my channel, which I was at the start of the year, until I unexpectedly got invited to go to the press day for Fantasy Springs, which is the new area in Disney Sea. So, I mean, of course, when I got invited, I said yes immediately, and I was so prepared for this shoot. Like, I had so many different outfits. I put in a lot of effort into filming everything, and it all worked out because I managed to film so much content. But then I unexpectedly kind of became like a Disney influencer, so I've been making a lot of Disney content on my TikTok and my Instagram, which I never posted before, but now like that's what my Instagram is about. So that was unexpected, and because I'll talk more about this later, but with my ADHD, if I am really focused on something, I tend to forget about everything else. So I was focusing so much on my Instagram and TikTok that I ignored my YouTube channels, which I don't know, it's really bad. So all my videos got pushed back even further. So I just remembered that, I milked it, right? I tried to make as many videos as I could because I was invited a month before it opened up to the public. So I made the most of it. Then after that, I remembered that I went to Australia and I got super sick, guys. I made a video about this, but I was so sick for like 1 or 2 months that I couldn't really do anything. So I traveled to Australia, I got sick, I spent the whole time in bed, and then I went back to Japan. I was still super sick. I think I had a chest infection. I coughed so much that I damaged my rib. It took like a whole month to recover. After I recovered, I tried to catch up on all my work, but then, just things kept on piling up, and then friends and family visited, so I had to take them around, which pushed back vlogs even more. And okay, I'm just gonna admit this to you guys, or tell you guys, I also stopped taking my ADHD medication like 2 months ago. So if this video is a mess, I am sorry, because my thoughts are all over the place. I did not write a script for this video. I'm just going to sit here and just chat to you guys like you guys are my friends. So my mind has been a blur the past couple of months. So, okay, you guys might be like wondering why I decided to stop taking my ADHD medication. And okay, let me just explain what happened. So, I got diagnosed with ADHD back in 2021. And okay, prior to being diagnosed, I already knew I had it because it was pretty obvious. I would do things like, get obsessed with things. But when I get obsessed, I get really obsessed. And people have told me that they noticed in my videos that, I get obsessed with stuff like, for example, Pokemon. I'm so obsessed with the game where just playing the game isn't enough. I will complete the game fully, collect every single Pokemon, and then I'll start competitive battling. So I take things to the next level. Genshin Impact, I will completely clear out the whole map, collect every single chest. I made a whole YouTube channel on that as well. So, it's, when I get addicted to things, I get very addicted. I'm very forgetful. I'm always late. I forget to respond to things. I do everything last minute. I hate cleaning. I hate doing dishes. So, like stuff like that. I knew that I had ADHD at that point. Of course, there's good things about it. Like, I'm creative, I am chatty, so I get along with people really easily. I can deal well when there's a big situation. So for example, if some shit goes down, I can think of a creative way to fix it. So it's good and bad. But the main symptom that I have been having a lot of trouble dealing with is, okay, like, I have so much to do, like way too much to do. I have a huge list of things I can get done. But then when I have a lot of stuff to do, I end up kind of stressing out about it, and then I end up doing nothing. And that's really difficult to deal with because I start blaming myself, wondering why I didn't spend my time wisely. And yeah, I just end up getting nothing done, which is really frustrating. I'm trying to work on that. So I feel like, okay, look, I'm at my happiest I've ever been. I love my life in Japan, love my friends, love my family, love where I live, not this apartment specifically, but you know, I love this area. I'm struggling to deal with my ADHD symptoms, but mood-wise, I'm, you know, really happy. What was I saying? I'm like jumping all over the place, aren't I? Okay, look, I was talking about me stopping my ADHD medication, right? Why did I do it? Okay, so last year I went to the doctor, and Eric and I were thinking like maybe we might think about having kids soon. Because some people have asked me, Kim, are you thinking about having kids anytime soon? And my answer was always no, because I was taking ADHD medication, and if I was to have children, I cannot be on it. So I tried to get off it, but it's really difficult. So I spoke to my doctor last year and I was like, hey, if I want to have kids, how do I get off this medication? And she told me the best way is to go on a lower dose and then even lower, and then eventually get off it. So I was like, okay. I didn't realize I was on such a high dose, by the way. So I got diagnosed back in 2021. I was on a different medication, which worked really well. But then unfortunately, I moved to Japan and that medication is not legal here. So I had to change to something that was legal in Japan, which, I mean, it still works. It's not as good, but it still works. But the bad thing about it is that stopping it is pretty hard compared to the other medications I've taken. So my doctor in Australia prescribed me, I can't remember, like certain amount, and it worked, right? But there were major side effects that really affected me. So for example, I could not eat. It just suppressed my hunger if I took it. So let's just say if I took it, you know, in the morning, my body is like, I'm hungry, you know, my stomach's rumbling. I take the medication and I know I need to eat because I'm hungry. But then immediately my mind's like, nah, you're not hungry, you're not gonna eat. But I know I have to eat. So I will try and eat, but I physically can't because I feel like I'm just gonna throw it all up. And that's how it feels. Like, it was so frustrating because I had no energy because I couldn't eat when I was taking that medication. It would wear off, and when it did, I would binge eat like crazy amounts of food, which is really bad. Then I go to sleep because it didn't wear off until like late at nighttime. So yeah, like, it was really difficult to deal with, but I felt like I just had to take it, because if I did not take it, I would be on the couch doing nothing the whole day. My brain would just be a fog. So yeah, I felt like I was stuck in this loop where like I had to take the medication to be productive, but then I couldn't eat. And because I couldn't eat, I was tired all the time. But if I didn't take it, then I would be on the couch doing nothing. So yeah, I just felt like I had to try and find a way to make this work. So I did find a way. I would just have a big meal in the morning, take the medication, and then go on about my day. And then hopefully at nighttime, at dinner time, I'd be hungry. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. So yeah, it was hard. So I was on that for about 1.5 years until I spoke to the doctor, and then she told me to go to a lower dose to try and get off it. So I went one step down and I realized that the medication worked better. I was still able to concentrate, but I was able to eat. So I was like, okay, I think I was being screwed over the past 1.5 years because I could actually have meals at a normal time on this dose. So I was on that for a couple of months, then I asked to be put on an even lower dose. And it was still fine. So I think I was just on like a super high dose for some reason, and it completely screwed up my body. So after being on the lowest dose, I realized this actually works the best, because if I did not want to take it for a day, I would still feel okay. Of course, my mind's still a bit hazy, but it didn't feel as bad as when I was on the highest dose, right? So anyways, I was on the lowest dose for I would say 2 to 3 months. And then I decided to stop taking the medication completely, because I only took it if I needed it. So there was 1 week that I was at Disney with my friends, and I decided, you know what, I'm at Disney, there's always dopamine hitting me, I don't need it right now. So I didn't take my meds for the whole week, and I thought to myself, this is the longest amount of time I have not taken my meds. How about I just try and stop now? 2 weeks went by, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and I was like, you know what, I can kind of deal without taking them. So it's been over 2 months now. And look, I'll be honest, some days are easier than others. It has been a struggle, because there are still some days where I'm like, oh, I wish I could just take it right now. It'd be so nice. I can actually concentrate. But if I start again, then, you know, it's I'm back to zero. So I'm doing my best to try and deal with these symptoms. But of course, it's been much harder, right? Because concentrating has always been something that has been very difficult for me. And that's kind of why I haven't really been uploading much on YouTube recently. Well, since COVID, I guess. Partially, I felt burnt out after COVID, because I was making YouTube videos for over 10 years. And I felt like I had already achieved what I wanted to achieve. So I didn't have the motivation to make YouTube videos. I thought that if I moved back to Japan, the motivation will come back. I will be posting regularly like I did before, but I didn't. I just didn't feel like it. And it frustrates me, because I loved making videos so much. It was my passion. But then for some reason, I lost that passion. So this year, my goal was to complete these really big videos I have already filmed, already 80% edited, and uploaded them on my channel, but I haven't been able to do that for some reason. And I don't know, I just felt that I need to bring my passion back, the spark back, and remind myself why I was making YouTube videos in the first place. So, you know, I spent a whole year trying to do this, and of course there were distractions along the way, because the whole Disney thing, I would say that it majorly distracted me. So I was focusing so much on making Fantasy Springs videos. But yeah, it's something that I really want to start again, because a lot of you guys have messaged me saying, hey, I missed your skincare videos, I missed your travel guides, and you know, I really miss doing them too. It's just, yeah, I don't know what happened. I got really burnt out, and I just didn't really feel like editing videos anymore. That's the main issue, editing. I can film a video fine. I just can't edit anymore, guys. It's so difficult for me to concentrate. Something that should take me only 1 or 2 hours takes me 10 hours, and it's ridiculous. So yeah, I just need to find ways to bring my dopamine back up, where I can finish editing videos quickly without getting distracted. So that's my goal. That's why I really wanted to do Vlogmas this year, to see if I can, you know, bring back that old Kim, that passion that I used to have for editing videos and uploading very consistently. But yeah, so this year is just mainly a struggle, trying to deal with all my symptoms and stuff. And I said this last year as well, I feel like one of the main problems is, I don't know if I'm just, you know what, I am blaming it on something that maybe has nothing to do with how I am, but my apartment. Love this apartment. I do not love how there's no natural sunlight. My place gets morning sunlight, except I'm never up early in the morning. By 11 a.m, the sun's gone from my apartment. There's no natural sunlight. So the apartment is so dark at 12 p.m. And especially in winter, it really bothers me. It's depressing. So I have talked about this in videos before, I'm sure, because I said last year I wanted to move from this apartment. I was so desperate to move, but we have not been able to find an apartment that we were happy with. So, okay, Eric and I are very picky. We know exactly what we want, but we have not been able to find something that's perfect. And with a dog in Japan, it's way harder to find an apartment. So our lease expired because we signed a 2-year lease for this apartment. So we just extended it because we have not found an apartment that we liked yet. And okay, I'm hoping if we do find a new apartment, I'm hoping early next year we can move. We're gonna stay there for like at least 5 years because I'm so over moving. Like Eric and I have been moving every 1 or 2 years for the last, I don't know, like 6 years. Pretty much every single time I make a video, hey, I'm moving, I get comments, and the comments are usually like, I feel like you're always moving, which yes, it's true. I'm always moving and I hate it. I just want to stay in one spot for a while, a place I can call home for a long time. So I'm hoping the next place we move to is going to be home for like 5 years. I have now passed the 2-year mark of living in Japan. And how do I feel about that? Like, I don't know. I feel like living in Japan is very comfortable for me. I'm very used to it now. I came to Japan late 2022 with a whole different mindset. I just wanted to focus on doing things that make me happy, hanging out with friends that make me happy, and just, you know, focusing more on happiness rather than trying to people please. I'm such a people pleaser. Like, it's really frustrating because I've been like fucked over so many times because of that. But I feel like I've wisened up. I have made the right friends who will warn me when they feel like I am being used by someone else. So that has helped a lot. And I have learned from my mistakes, I hope. So yeah, I'm just so much happier now compared to before, because I mean, you guys may see from my content, it's way different compared to before. I used to make videos almost like daily going shopping in Japan. And I mentioned before, I hate shopping. I cannot stand it. I only did it before because it got views. So I was like, okay, this is what people want to watch. So I'm just going to keep making shopping videos. When, look guys, with someone with ADHD, unmedicated by the way, back then, shopping in Japan is a freaking nightmare. You go into shops, it's like, you know, bright lights, it's loud, shop staff are always yelling. It's too much going on. So I was always so angry shopping in Japan before. I did not enjoy it. I pretended I enjoyed it for videos, of course. But in real life, I was just always so frustrated, pissed off at everything. I mean, at that time, I didn't realize why I was so angry all the time. Now I know why. So I try to avoid shops. If I need to buy anything, I'll just buy it online because then I don't have to, you know, I don't have to deal with any of that. So if you guys ask me what content do I really want to make, I've been saying this for a long time as well. I just want to make at home cozy content because I just like being at home. I'll be honest. If I could, I would just stay home and play games all day. That would be like my, you know, my dream life. But unfortunately, you know, that's not how it works. But yeah, look, I still enjoy going out. I still enjoy hanging out with my friends. I love them. But you know, majority of the time, I just like staying home. And I'm more than happy just being at home with Hina. Right, Hins? So for Vlogmas this year, you know, I want to, you know, put in some videos where I am, you know, just being myself at home. Cooking, hopefully cleaning, because, okay, I know I have said so many times I want to move. And I'm hoping, manifesting, that we get to move early next year. If we were to do that though, I really need to clean up my apartment and get rid of stuff because, you know, living here for like 2 years, you do accumulate a bunch of stuff that you don't need. So I feel like I need to clean up my apartment, clean up my closet especially. Oh my god, my closet is so bad. There's clothes all over the floor and I just don't want to look at it. So yeah, that is something that I also want to work on. Maybe I'll do like a closet clean-out video during this Vlogmas time. In saying that though, I do have some older vlogs that I have filmed that I will upload for Vlogmas. So I'm not filming like every single day, so I can try and maintain the daily uploads. So yeah, I've got a lot of fun vlogs coming up, so I hope that you guys will look forward to those as well. And you guys might be wondering, oh, so are you going to try and have kids soon? Because the main reason why you stopped taking the ADHD meds was because you wanted to have kids, right? Which, yes, that's true, but I feel like I'm just gonna go with the flow. It's probably not gonna happen anytime soon just because I only just got off the medication, and in this state, there's just no way that it can happen. Like, I'll be real. I really need to work on myself first before I think about that. So yeah, I'll do my best, like small steps. Like, I am better than I was last month, and it does get easier day by day. End of the day, I feel like, yeah, I was able to spend a lot of time with friends this year. Like, I didn't really vlog as much as I would have liked to, but a lot of friends and family visited me. I took them all to like Disney Sea. So there's a lot of Disney Sea vlogs coming up. I don't know if I'll release all of them because they're pretty much the same thing, like just going to Disney Sea and showing my friends and family Fantasy Springs. So we'll see. I mean, some of the content might be fun for you guys, so maybe I'll upload for Vlogmas because we are uploading every day anyways, right? Oh, but something I'm really excited about. So, okay, my small business, Cafe Sheep. What is happening with that? Because I said that I was going to open this year and I didn't. So what happened? So earlier this year, I was, making stock for Cafe Sheep again. I was like, okay, I'm going to do this. We're going to open mid this year. It's going to be great. But I just realized that I just couldn't do it alone. It felt like something was missing. So back in 2022, when I was doing Cafe Sheep, I was doing it all alone at home in my apartment in Sydney. And I mean, it was fine, but it was mainly because I was finding a way to kill time because we were waiting for our visas to come to Japan. So that was why it worked. This time around, I'm not really waiting around for anything. So if I'm not waiting around for anything, if there's no deadline, I generally will not get things done with my ADHD, right? It freaking sucks. So yeah, I just felt like something was missing. Like, I didn't want to do it alone. So an opportunity, I guess, came up when my good friend Carl came to Japan to visit, and we've been friends for like the longest time. And I think like for almost 15 years now. So she's someone I really trust. And she was talking to me about like, possibly maybe moving to Japan because she really enjoyed her time here. And I introduced her to all of my friends and she really liked everyone. And I was saying to her like, you know what, like maybe you can try moving to Japan. And maybe if you're interested, we can do Cafe Sheep together. So yeah, she agreed. And yeah, we are going to open up Cafe Sheep together next year, which I'm really, really excited for. So she's someone I really trust. And I know like a lot of people might be like, Kim, this is a really good idea to start business with your friends. I have talked to a lot of people about this, but I feel like at the end of the day, I'm not really doing Cafe Sheep for money. I'm doing it because I genuinely love making accessories for dogs. And when I was doing it in Sydney, the best thing ever was like waking up in the morning and being tagged in all these adorable pet photos of other animals wearing my accessories that I made. It was so wholesome. And yeah, like, I've always loved dogs. It's just something that really makes me happy. So I feel like it's something that both Carl and I have a passion for. So that's why I felt like Carl was the right fit to bring into Cafe Sheep. So hopefully next year it's gonna happen. So we're going to get her visa end of this year, hopefully. I know that right now for visa processing it's taking forever. So hopefully maybe like, maybe before mid next year, hopefully she'll be able to get a visa so we can open Cafe Sheep. We're gonna hopefully open up an office. I don't need an office that's too big, just a decent sized office where we can have like little sewing stations. And also, Carl is a professional pastry chef. So we were thinking like it'd be so awesome to make healthy dog treats in Japan. So yeah, there's a lot to think about, lots of research, but that's super exciting and something I'm really looking forward to. So that's what's going to be happening next year. So yeah, keep a lookout for that. Cafe Sheep will hopefully reopen next year. I think that because I've got Carl on board with me, it's going to be good. But yeah, lots of exciting things coming up. This vlog today is just going to be me sitting down chatting to you guys, because yeah, I just wanted to start Vlogmas, telling you guys what's going on. There will be some vlogs, like I said, from before, but most of the videos I'm going to upload are from, you know, now. So I want to try and do more segments like this where I sit down and chat to you guys. What do you want to hear from me? Like, what do you want me to talk about? Let me know in the comments below, and maybe like I'll make a vlog where I'll do like a quick Q&A sometime, or I might, like, you know, back in the days, like, I think this is prior to COVID, I used to do vlogs where like I'll get you guys to write some questions and comments, and I'll choose like 5 comments and I'll showcase them in the next video, and you know, I'll just like have a conversation with you guys. I used to do that and I liked that. It was a good way to interact with you guys, so let me know if you want me to do that again. I'm sorry this video is such a blur. I don't have a script for this video. I'm just talking, you know, from my head, and you know, I am pretty tired right now because it is, I mean, it's not too late, it's like 10 p.m. So yeah, hopefully this video made sense. But anyway guys, I will see you guys tomorrow because it's Vlogmas. So see you then. Bye guys.